In this lesson, we'll learn how to share your drawings with other people. There are several formats in which you can share your drawings. In the last lesson, we talked about PDF, which is an excellent format for drawing sharing. There are a couple other formats I'd like to talk about. The first is called detached drawings. Assembly drawings in particular can be difficult to share with other SOLIDWORKS users because to get it all correct, you have to send the SOLIDWORKS user the drawing file, the assembly file, and all the parts. So let's first take a look at how to actually do that correctly. If you want to box up this entire assembly with all the components and the drawing to send it to a vendor or a supplier, you can go to File, Pack and Go, and create a brand new folder. Let's put my new folder on the desktop and make a new folder here called Motorcycle. If I need to, I can add a prefix for each one of the parts or a suffix so that SOLIDWORKS will concatenate one of these either to the front or the end of the file name. Flattened to a single folder means that if your original data has parts coming from multiple folders, then SOLIDWORKS is just going to simplify all that down to a single folder. Notice that SOLIDWORKS is giving you some statistics here about what's going on. You have 6 assembly files, 33 part files, and 1 drawing file for a total of 40 files. You can make sure to check various fields for correctness just to make sure that all of the files are going to the same folder. That appears to be correct. And you can check to make sure that you're getting the right revisions or the correct versions of your parts to begin with. If you want to change names, this is a good place to do it. When you've got all of your options set, just click on Save, and SOLIDWORKS will copy all the files to the correct location, and then we can go to our desktop and look at the new folder, and we've got all the parts in here. 40 items, just as SOLIDWORKS had said. One of the options in the Pack and Go dialog was to save all of the files directly to a zip file, which is a good idea if you're sending files via FTP or even using a system like Google Drive, Microsoft SkyDrive, or Dropbox. If you want to send your drawing, but you still don't want to send the assembly and all the parts, then there's another option. You can go to File, Save As, and in the Save As Type drop-down, select Detached Drawing. Saving as a detached drawing means that all of the information for the drawing is stored inside the drawing. It's kind of like having lightweight parts in an assembly where all of the part data is stored in the assembly. A detached drawing can be reattached just by opening the model from the drawing. So I can save this with a special name here as Detached Motorcycle and just click on Save. It takes a little longer to save out a detached drawing because SOLIDWORKS is copying the data from the part and assembly files into the drawing. Okay, the save function is over. Now I want to compare some file sizes. The motorcycle folder, if we take a look at this, is about 86 meg. If we look inside the motorcycle folder at the drawing itself is 3.8 meg. Now let's take a look at the detached drawing by looking in the Infinite Skills SOLIDWORKS Working Files folder for Chapter 11. The detached motorcycle drawing is almost 3 times the size of the original, at 9.8 meg. Notice that SOLIDWORKS also puts a special symbol on the detached drawing. This symbol indicates that the links are broken. Let's look at a couple other ways to share drawings. E-drawings is another fantastic method. So let's go to File, Save As, and in the Save As type, use e-drawings. An e-drawing is a special format that contains the drawing and the model. Let's open up the e-drawing by looking in the Infinite Skills SOLIDWORKS Working Files folder for Chapter 11, and double-click on the detached motorcycle e-drawing. So this is SOLIDWORKS eDrawings. eDrawings brings in all of the sheet information, for all 3 sheets and will allow us to rotate the model. Sometimes models look slightly different in eDrawings than they do in SOLIDWORKS, but it does communicate the 3D effect and also allows you to see the 2D drawings. eDrawings allows you to add markups, to measure, and to apply stamps onto drawings. So far, we have PDF, Pack and Go, eDrawings, detached drawings, and I want to talk about one final format. Let's move back to SOLIDWORKS to do this. The final format is DXF DWG. These 2 formats will allow you to communicate with 2D only packages such as AutoCAD and its clones. SOLIDWORKS can open this type of data, as we've seen before, but when you export to this format, you lose all the links to the 3D geometry. Notice that there are other types of files that you can output as well from your SOLIDWORKS drawings: Adobe Photoshop files, Adobe Illustrator files, JPEGs, and TIFFs.